There are moments in life when we wonder why certain things keep happening. Why do people reappear in our lives? Why do we go through delays and heartaches? What if I told you that every single event, every delay, and every unexpected return is part of a greater plan? And that plan is from Allah, the most merciful. You are not waiting aimlessly. Everything that happens, even the things that confuse you, are leading you to something much bigger. In this video, let's take a deep look at why certain things keep happening and how they are guiding you towards something beautiful, the person you're meant to be with. 1. You will keep meeting that person again and again. You may have already noticed it. That person keeps coming back into your life. No matter how far apart you are, no matter how much time passes, they seem to always return. But these reappearances are not random. They are not by chance. They are the signs of Allah's plan. Lesson: when Allah wants you to be with someone, He will keep guiding you to them in ways that only He understands. Every meeting, no matter how small, has a purpose. Trust that it's leading you closer to what is meant for you. 2. Waiting is not punishment, it's preparation. We often feel frustrated when things aren't happening as quickly as we want them to. We may feel like we're being held back, but in truth, waiting is not a punishment. It is a preparation from Allah. Lesson: during these waiting periods, you are growing. Your heart is being strengthened. Your patience is being tested. You are becoming who you need to be to build a lasting, beautiful relationship. What may feel like a delay is actually a season of growth. 3. Allah knows what you need, even when you don't. Sometimes we feel like we know exactly what we need and want, especially when our hearts are filled with desire. We might think that if only we could have something right now, our lives would be better. Whether it's a specific person, a job, or a change in our circumstances, we often wish for things to happen fast. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows what we truly need in the long run, even when we cannot understand it at the moment. We are emotional beings, and it's natural to feel impatient or frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we want. But the truth is, Allah sees the bigger picture of our lives, one that we cannot fully comprehend. He knows what we will need not just today or tomorrow, but in the years to come. His knowledge is perfect, and His timing is flawless. What we may think is right for us today might not be what we truly need in the future. Sometimes, Allah holds things back from us because He is preparing us for something better, something that will benefit us in ways we cannot see. He doesn't deny us what we want because He is cruel, but because He is loving and merciful. He wants the best for us, and that includes making sure we are ready for what He has planned. Imagine a child who asks for a toy, not realizing that what they are asking for could be dangerous or unsuitable for them. If the parent gives the child what they ask for without considering the long-term consequences, it could cause harm. Similarly, when we ask for something in the moment, we may not understand the risks or consequences, but Allah, who knows everything, holds back because He wants to protect us and provide for us in a way that is truly beneficial. Allah is not just preparing the moment for us. He is preparing us for the moment. He knows what we need in terms of growth, character, and strength. Sometimes He allows us to go through challenges, delays, or moments of waiting because He is shaping us, teaching us patience, perseverance, and trust in Him. We might not see the progress in ourselves, but these experiences are refining us, preparing us for the future He has written for us. When we face delays, or things don't go according to our plans, it can be hard to trust Allah's timing. But we must remember that He knows us better than we know ourselves. He understands our desires, our strengths, and our weaknesses. He knows when we are truly ready for the blessings He has in store for us. Just like a gardener waits for the right season to plant the seeds, Allah waits for the right time to give us what we need, ensuring it will be the best for us at that moment. So, trust in Allah's wisdom. Trust in His timing, even when things don't make sense. He is always working behind the scenes to bring us what is best for us. When the time is right, we will see how everything falls into place perfectly. 4. The heartbreaks and tears have purpose. Heartbreaks and tears are some of the most painful experiences anyone can go through. When we face emotional pain, whether it's from a broken relationship, a lost opportunity, or even the weight of life's struggles, it feels overwhelming. It's easy to think that these moments are signs of defeat, that we're being broken or that something is wrong with us. We might feel like we're losing or that we're unworthy because of the pain we carry. But in reality, these difficult moments are far from being a sign of failure. They are, in fact, part of your spiritual growth, part of the path Allah has designed for you. Allah never wastes any of your pain. Every tear you shed, every moment of sorrow, carries with it a purpose. These heartaches are not random or meaningless. They are opportunities for purification. When we cry, we release the burdens of our hearts. Every tear that falls has the potential to cleanse our souls and bring us closer to Allah. In times of sorrow, our hearts soften. We become more aware of our own weaknesses and our reliance on Allah. The pain you are feeling is not something that is happening to you without purpose. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, uses these experiences to shape you into the person you are meant to be. Heartbreaks teach us lessons that happiness and success never could. They teach us about patience, resilience, and the importance of trust. When we face difficult times, we learn how to persevere. We learn that we are stronger than we think, and that even in our lowest moments, we can rise again. The process of healing from heartache is not quick and it's not easy. It takes time. But during this time, Allah is preparing your heart for something greater. You might not see it now, but every struggle is building you up for a love that is more fulfilling and lasting. Allah is refining your character, making you more patient, more compassionate, and more understanding. Through the pain, your heart is growing in ways that happiness alone could never achieve. You are being prepared for the love that is meant for you, a love that will last and bring you peace. It's also important to remember that heartbreak is not just about the pain of losing something or someone. Sometimes it's about letting go of what we thought we wanted in order to make space for what Allah has truly written for us. We might hold on to people, dreams, or plans because they seem right in the moment. But Allah knows what is truly best for us in the long term. When something or someone leaves your life, it can feel like a door has closed. But it's really a way for Allah to open another one that leads to something better. You may not see it yet, but Allah is protecting you from what you cannot yet understand. Through heartbreak, you learn to trust Allah more deeply. You realize that He is the only one who can heal your heart completely. People will come and go, and situations will change, but Allah's love and mercy are constant. Every time you experience heartache, you are reminded of how much you need Allah. And as you go through these moments, you become more attached to Him, more reliant on His guidance, and more aware of the importance of seeking His support in every situation. Your heart is being purified, and through this purification, it becomes more capable of receiving the love that is truly meant for you. The pain you feel now is not a permanent state. It's a phase that will pass. It might take time, and it might feel unbearable at times, but in the end, it will lead you to something better. Allah uses pain as a tool for growth, not as a punishment. He knows what you are going through, and He is with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, and helping you heal. So do not fear the tough times. Do not be afraid of the tears. They are part of the journey, and they are preparing you for a life filled with greater blessings, love, and peace than you can imagine. In the end, you will look back and understand that each heartbreak, each tear, was a necessary step to bring you closer to the life that Allah has planned for you. The person you are becoming through this process, the lessons you are learning, and the strength you are gaining will all be worth it. You are not being punished. You are being prepared for something much greater than what you could have ever hoped for. Trust that every moment of pain will make you stronger, and every tear you shed will lead you closer to the peace and love that will last forever. 5. Silent lessons are the most powerful. Sometimes when life is quiet, when everything seems still and nothing is moving, we can feel lost. We might feel like we are waiting for something that just isn't coming, or that we are stuck in a moment with no answers. The world around us may seem to be moving forward, but we are left behind, wondering why things aren't progressing. During these times, it's easy to become frustrated, to question whether anything will ever change. But in those moments of silence, when nothing seems to be happening, something very important is taking place. It is in these quiet moments that Allah is teaching us some of the most profound lessons of our lives. When we are surrounded by noise, distractions, and constant movement, it's easy to ignore the lessons that are right in front of us. But when everything is still, when we are alone with our thoughts, we are often forced to face ourselves. It's in this silence that we can see who we truly are. We might discover parts of ourselves that we didn't know existed, strengths we never knew we had, weaknesses we need to work on, and a deeper connection to Allah that we may have overlooked. Silence has a way of revealing the truths about us that we are often too busy to notice in the noise of daily life. This period of stillness can feel uncomfortable, even painful, because we are forced to confront things we may not want to face. But it is during these moments that Allah is guiding us, teaching us the power of patience. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about how we wait. It's about learning to trust Allah fully, even when we don't have the answers right away. It's about surrendering our worries and anxieties to Him, knowing that He is in control of everything. When we are in a state of waiting, whether for a person, a change in our circumstances, or a new opportunity, we often feel helpless. But Allah uses this feeling of helplessness to bring us closer to Him. He is showing us that in moments of uncertainty, He is the only constant. He is the one who will never leave us. And through this reliance on Him, we begin to grow stronger in our faith. In these quiet moments, we also learn the true value of waiting. Waiting is not something to be feared or avoided. It is an essential part of the journey Allah has designed for us. When we are waiting, we are being prepared for something better, something more beautiful than we can imagine. Waiting teaches us to let go of our own plans and trust that Allah's plan is always better than our own. It teaches us that sometimes the best things take time. When things happen too quickly, they can sometimes fall apart just as fast. But when we wait for the right time, the right people, and the right circumstances, we know that everything will fall into place perfectly, according to Allah's plan. It is in these quiet times that we also learn the importance of resilience. Life will not always be easy, and we will face many challenges along the way. But it is in the silence, in the waiting, that we learn how to endure. Resilience is not about never falling down, but about how we rise each time we do. When we face difficulties and delays, We are being shaped into people who can handle life's challenges with grace and patience. These quiet moments teach us that no matter how difficult things may seem, we have the strength to overcome them. We have the strength to keep going, even when the path is unclear and the future is uncertain. Allah is teaching us in the silence. He is teaching us how to rely on Him, how to trust in His timing, and how to develop the patience and resilience we need to face life's challenges. It is during these times that we are becoming who we are meant to be. The person you are today is not the same person you were yesterday. With each moment of silence, with each pause in life, you are growing and evolving. You are learning how to trust Allah more deeply, how to wait with patience, and how to stay resilient in the face of adversity. We often want life to move faster, to get the answers we're waiting for, or to have everything fall into place right now. But Allah knows what is best for us. He knows that the lessons we learn during our waiting times will be the ones that shape us the most. He knows that when we embrace the silence, when we sit with our thoughts and emotions, we are growing in ways that we could never have grown if things were happening too quickly. So, embrace the silence. Embrace the waiting. It may not always be easy, but it is in these moments that you will discover the true depth of your connection to Allah. You will learn how to rely on Him more than you rely on anyone else. You will learn to trust His plan, knowing that He is preparing you for something greater. You will discover the strength you never knew you had, and you will become more resilient in your faith and in your life. The silence is not empty. It is full of lessons. Lessons that will shape you into the person you are meant to be. And in the end, when you look back at the times you spent waiting, you will see that they were not wasted moments. They were the moments that made you stronger, wiser, and closer to Allah. In the quiet, Allah is at work. Let the silence teach you, guide you, and prepare you for the blessings He has in store for you. 6. Rejection is Allah's protection. Rejection is one of the most difficult experiences to go through. Whether it's the rejection of a person, a job, an opportunity, or a dream, it always carries with it a sense of pain and disappointment. It can feel like a blow to our pride, to our worth, and to our plans. When we are rejected, we often wonder what went wrong. We question ourselves, our decisions, and the value of what we have to offer. The emotions that come with rejection, sadness, confusion, and sometimes even self-doubt, can be overwhelming. However, there is something deeply comforting to understand about rejection. It is not always a sign of failure, but rather a form of protection from Allah. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows what is best for us, even when we cannot see it. We might think that we are ready for something or someone, and we might desperately want it, but Allah sees the bigger picture. He knows what we need, what will help us grow, and what could harm us in the future. When things don't work out the way we planned, when we face rejection, Allah might be protecting us from a path that isn't meant for us. It's easy to feel like we've been denied something that we truly want, but sometimes what we think we need is not what is best for us in the long term. When we experience rejection, we may feel like we're being left behind, like everyone else is moving forward while we are stuck. We may wonder why Allah isn't giving us what we've asked for, why our plans aren't coming to fruition, or why things aren't working out with someone we care about. But in reality, rejection is often a sign of Allah's mercy. He knows that this rejection, even though it hurts, is protecting us from future harm, heartache, or difficulty. Allah is steering us away from situations, people, or circumstances that could harm our faith, our peace of mind, or our future. He is guiding us toward what is truly better for us, even if we cannot understand it at the moment. When we are rejected by someone or something, it can feel like a deep personal loss. We may think that we are not good enough, or that we've failed in some way, but Allah does not reject us, nor does He cause us to suffer for no reason. Every moment of pain has a purpose. Every rejection, every setback is an opportunity for growth, and it is part of the divine plan to protect us from something that may not be good for us. Just as a parent protects a child from harm, Allah protects us from harm by not allowing us to go down a path that may lead to unnecessary suffering. It is important to remember that rejection does not mean we are unworthy. Allah knows what we are capable of, and He knows when we are ready for the things that will truly benefit us. Sometimes we need time to grow, to heal, and to become the best version of ourselves before we are ready for what Allah has in store. If things don't work out with someone, it might be because Allah has someone better suited for us in the future. If a job or opportunity slips away, it might be because Allah has something far more aligned with our strengths and future in mind. It's not a failure, it's protection. We might look back one day and realize that the rejection we faced was a blessing in disguise. We might see how Allah's plan unfolded perfectly, even though it didn't seem that way at the time. Sometimes, what we think we want isn't actually what we need. Allah's protection comes in many forms, and sometimes it comes through the disappointment of a lost opportunity or a failed relationship. Trusting Allah's plan means trusting that He knows what we need, even when we don't understand it ourselves. Rejection is also a reminder of the impermanence of life. People, situations, and circumstances come and go, but Allah is constant. Our worth is not defined by the acceptance or rejection of others. Our worth is defined by our connection to Allah, by how we live our lives in accordance with His guidance. When we face rejection, we are reminded that Allah is the only one who truly defines our value. No person, no job, no relationship can take away what Allah has planned for us. When we trust in Allah's plan, we begin to understand that everything that happens, even rejection, is part of a much bigger picture. Another powerful lesson we learn through rejection is patience. We live in a world that wants everything instantly. We want answers right away, we want to see immediate results, and we often want things to happen according to our own timeline. But Allah teaches us through rejection that we must wait for what is meant for us. What is truly good for us will come at the right time and in the right way. The process of waiting, of trusting that Allah will provide, teaches us patience and deepens our faith. We learn to rely on Allah's timing, knowing that His timing is always perfect. It is also important to remember that every rejection is not a sign that Allah is turning His back on us. In fact, it is a sign that He is guiding us towards something better, something that will bring us greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. We may feel heartbroken, disappointed, or even angry when we face rejection, but Allah, in His mercy, is leading us away from what isn't meant for us and toward what will benefit us in this life and the next. So trust that what is meant for you will come in the way Allah intends at the time He knows is best. Trust that Allah's protection through rejection is part of His plan to protect your heart, your faith, and your future. It may hurt now, but it is in your best interest. Allah knows what you need far better than you do, and when the time is right, He will bring the right people and opportunities into your life. Rejection is not a failure. It is a reminder that Allah is guiding us. It is His mercy in action, His protection in disguise, and His way of ensuring that we are not led down paths that will harm us. Trust in Allah's wisdom, trust in His plan, and trust that what is meant for you will come at the right time. You are not being denied, you are being protected. And in time, you will see how Allah's plan for you is far greater than anything you could have imagined. 7. The divine union will happen, but only when you're ready. The journey to finding the right person can sometimes feel long and uncertain. It's easy to look around and see others paired with the ones they love, or to hear stories of how people met their soulmates in the most unexpected ways. And in those moments, we might wonder, when will it be my turn? We may feel the ache of longing, the frustration of waiting, or even the doubt that the right person will ever come into our lives. It's during these times that we need to remind ourselves of an important truth. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, is preparing both you and the person meant for you, step by step. The divine union that will be written for you will not happen until both of you are ready, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. This might seem hard to understand, especially when we are filled with desire and impatience. We might feel like we are ready for love right now, that we know exactly what we want and that we deserve it. But Allah, the All-Knowing, knows us better than we know ourselves. He understands our hearts, our minds, and our lives in ways that we cannot fully comprehend. The perfect person for us is not just someone we meet at the right time, but someone who complements us on every level, and for that union to be truly strong and lasting, both of us need to be prepared for it. Allah's preparation doesn't just happen in one moment, it's a gradual process. The experiences you are going through today, the lessons you are learning, the growth you are experiencing, all of these are part of His plan. Every heartbreak, every challenge, every moment of self-reflection is shaping you into the person who will be ready to share your life with someone else in a healthy and meaningful way. Likewise, the person who is meant for you is also going through their own journey of growth and preparation, whether you know them yet or not. When the time comes, when both of you are spiritually, emotionally, and mentally prepared, everything will fall into place in a way that will leave you in awe of Allah's perfect timing. It's important to understand that the waiting period is not wasted. It's easy to see waiting as an empty, frustrating time, but in reality, it is a time of preparation. Allah does not leave us in limbo without purpose. During this time, you are learning essential lessons that will strengthen your relationship in the future. You are learning patience, resilience, and trust. You are becoming more self-aware and understanding what you truly need from a partner. Allah uses this time to teach you how to love yourself, how to build a strong foundation of faith, and how to develop the qualities that will allow you to be the best partner possible. You might feel like you are doing everything right, but still, the right person is not showing up. But Allah knows that both of you need to be ready, and being ready goes beyond just being emotionally available. It means being spiritually grounded, understanding the importance of faith in your relationship, and knowing that true love is built not only on affection, but also on shared values, respect, and a commitment to Allah. The right person will come when both of you are ready to build a relationship that is not just about companionship, but also about supporting each other in faith, in growth, and in building a life that pleases Allah. Sometimes we think we are ready for something, but Allah knows that we still have lessons to learn or qualities to develop before we can fully appreciate and honor the relationship He wants to bless us with. It's like preparing a beautiful garden. If the soil isn't ready, the plants won't thrive. If the roots aren't strong enough, the tree won't bear fruit. Similarly, if you are not yet spiritually mature or emotionally prepared, the relationship you hope for may not flourish as it should. Allah's timing, though it may feel slow or frustrating at times, is designed to make sure that when the right person enters your life, both of you are ready to nurture the relationship and allow it to grow in a healthy and lasting way. There is great wisdom in knowing that Allah is preparing you for something bigger than just a fleeting love. He is preparing you for a union that will bring you peace, joy, and a deeper connection to Him. The divine union will not be based on mere attraction or coincidence, but on something much more meaningful. It will be based on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to building a life together that is rooted in faith and love for Allah. This union will be a partnership that helps you both grow closer to Him and supports each other in fulfilling your purpose in this life. Allah's preparation for you and your future partner includes teaching both of you how to rely on Him completely, to turn to Him in times of need, and to understand the true value of love, which is not just about fulfilling personal desires, but about submitting to His will and building a life that pleases Him. The right person will not only make your heart feel full, but they will also be the one who walks with you on the path of faith, supports you through struggles, and helps you become the best version of yourself. When the time is right, and when both of you are ready, Allah will bring you together. And when that moment comes, you will look back and understand why it took the time it did. You will see how all the delays, all the waiting, and all the moments of confusion were actually part of Allah's perfect plan. You will realize that the preparation, the lessons, and the growth you experienced were all necessary for creating a relationship that is stronger and more meaningful than anything you could have planned on your own. So trust in Allah's timing. Trust that He is preparing both you and your future partner for something beautiful. Trust that when the time comes, everything will fall into place perfectly. Your divine union is not something that will happen by accident or by rushing. It will happen when you are both ready to build a relationship that is not just about love, but about faith, respect, and supporting each other to become better Muslims and better human beings. When Allah brings you together, that union will be more than just a partnership. It will be a blessing, a source of peace, and a means of growing closer to Him. And when you are finally united with the person meant for you, you will see that everything that happened along the way, every delay, every hardship, and every lesson was part of Allah's perfect plan to lead you to the love that will last a lifetime. So trust Him, trust His timing, and know that the right person will come when you are both truly ready, and that union will be stronger than anything you could have imagined. If you're feeling lost or frustrated right now, and everything seems unclear, remember this: every challenge, every delay, and every unexpected turn in your journey is part of a larger, divine plan written by Allah. It can be difficult to see it in the moment, especially when we're overwhelmed with uncertainty or heartache. But every single experience you're going through is meant to shape you, to guide you, and to prepare you for something far greater than you can imagine. We often look at delays or separations as setbacks, moments where things aren't going the way we planned. We wonder why things aren't moving as fast as we would like, or why we have to face certain hardships. But every pause, every moment of waiting is not without meaning. Allah knows exactly what you need at every stage of your life, and sometimes the wait is part of your growth. He is not withholding anything from you because He is angry or punishing you. Instead, He is preparing you for what's meant for you, ensuring that when the right moment arrives, you are spiritually, emotionally, and mentally ready to embrace it fully. When we go through periods of separation, or when things don't work out the way we expected, it's easy to lose hope. We may question why things aren't happening, why doors are closing when we desperately want them to open. But trust in the process. Trust Allah's perfect timing. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, remember that Allah is guiding every step of the way, even in the silence. What feels like a delay now will one day be seen as part of a much bigger plan that makes everything fall into place at the right time. Trusting the process means having faith that everything is happening exactly as it should. It's difficult to do this when we are overwhelmed by emotions, or when things don't look the way we thought they would. But when we look back, we will realize that all the waiting, all the heartache, and all the lessons learned along the way were not in vain. They were the steps that brought us closer to what Allah had already written for us. There is wisdom in the waiting, in the moments of confusion, and in the times when nothing seems to be moving forward. You are not alone in this journey. Allah is with you every step of the way, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you to something beautiful. It may not always feel that way, especially in the darkest moments when it seems like everything is uncertain, but His guidance is there, even when it's hard to see. His plan is greater than anything we could imagine, and He is working behind the scenes to bring you closer to the life you are meant to live, to the people you are meant to meet, and to the experiences that will complete your journey. So, be patient and be strong. You have already come so far, and even though the road ahead may seem unclear, know that every step is part of the plan. Trust in Allah's wisdom and His timing, knowing that every moment, every heartache, and every delay is leading you closer to the divine moment that He has written for you. It will not come by chance. It will come by divine decree. When the time is right, everything will fall into place in a way that you couldn't have planned, and it will be far more beautiful than anything you could have imagined. Make your dua, keep your faith, and remember, when the time is right, Allah will bring you and that person together, not by chance, but by His divine will. In the end, you will understand that everything you went through, all the challenges, the heartache, and the waiting, were all part of His perfect plan, and you will see that it was all worth it.